Hey folks, it's Wayne from Damage Undone. I'm in the Netherlands at Kovax, and today we're going to be focusing on their 75mm sanding system, which is targeted primarily at the smart repair industry, and that's what I'm all about. Smart repair, spot repairs, whatever you want to call it in the country that you come from. But I'm going to take you through their system, why I like it, how to get the best out of it, and give you a few tips that might be helpful to you. What we're going to look at today is a typical smart repair, and this is what I would tend to see in my workshop. It's a fender or a wing, depending on which country you want to be in, and what it's got some light scratches, but not light enough to just polish out. It will need to be painted, but I've also added, for the purpose of this demo, a couple of shallow dents, and we're going to go through that whole process to make this look good. I would be looking at keeping everything nice and small. So I would rather use a 75mm DA rather than a 150. And the reason for that is the 150 is going to be creating a larger repair area, and we don't want that. We want to keep it small. So with this repair, I went in with 180 first. I didn't need to go any lower because the 180 will do a good enough job. Sanded it off, took off those light scratches that were in there, and it revealed the area that was slightly dented, which is then all I needed to do was just apply a light skim of putty. Did that, cured it off, hit that with 220, and finished it off with 320, ready to be primed. Panel's all primed, it's ready to go. So I'm now going to switch from the Max film disc that I was using for the repair to the Super Azelx. I'm going to probably go with about 600 on this one. It's not a super aggressive disc, and the way that it's formulated, you don't need to worry about pigtails because you don't get that in this finish. So you're not going to see your sanding marks. It will go straight to paint from 600. So that's my process of prepping the panel. We finished it off with some Super Azelx 600. It's given me a nice matte, even finish, ready to put the paint on. Here's a little introduction to the disc. So you've got the Max film. That's going to be your everyday disc. That's going to be the one that you use for, you can use it for prepping for your panel, but for most of your repair procedures. You've then got your Super Azelx. Again, the coarser sides of these, the 240s, you could use for primer sanding or filler sanding, but I like to use these for the finishing touches prior to paint. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you can take something productive away from it. For me, I'm sharing my processes, and that's what made me want to start posting on Instagram was to try and help other repairers out, to learn more. And that's what our life is all about, learning more, building a community, and just being there for each other. So thanks very much, and don't forget, be smart, think smart.